Okay, so the next part of the process was to revisit the storyboard and actually start to scope out how many seconds each section would take. So, for example, the panda walking on land, um, the trees fall down, the city appears. How long would that take? So, roughly perhaps 10 seconds here. And then we've got one land and the character jumping into camera, into the water. That could be another 10 seconds perhaps. So you can start to see that actually that's 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So it's had to be quite quick pace. So we had to rejig this, look at the storyboard again, and just make sure that all these elements did fit within the 30-second parameters. And it's not always easy to do this, but once you've addressed that, then you can start to block out your animation. So moving on swiftly, I'm just going to come to textures now. So there's some of these examples of textures which have been supplied by Tado illustrations, and as you can see, they're quite vibrant, colourful, quite simplistic in some cases. But the main thing is something of this nature. Really, if you were to actually model that in 3D, would take a while to model, to get it right and looking right. We didn't have the time to do it, so obviously using texture maps with transparencies, which I will come to, um, kind of would quicken the pace up really. And this kind of lent itself to the actual modelling within the Maya, and it also lent itself to the way this thing was going to animate, and that was partly influenced by some of the set design that I did years ago, and in terms of how this animation would work and how it would flow. So let's get into Maya. So here we go. Great. And as you can see, this doesn't look very exciting, to be honest, on first reflection. But these are just planes. These are just planes in the scene. But what's quite interesting about these planes is their pivotal values, their rotational values. As you can see, they're all slightly different. So, for example, some actually rotate downwards, okay, and some actually, if I just go back, rotate outwards and inwards. So you can start to see this da 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 da. And what's the other thing that's quite interesting about the planes are planes don't take long to render. So in terms of their render time or their tessellation, if I just switch it on, obviously you can see with this one plane here, it will only have two faces. So they're pretty well optimized for rendering. So that was another plus because we didn't have much time to get this out. So as you can see, just once more, you can see the planes rotating and moving.